everybody. Welcome to another round of Canje Plays, and today we're going to be getting back to the mic that is Middara, Unintentional Malum Act 1. This game is a lot of fun, as I keep saying every time I play. So, I did some more, where to even begin? Okay. Patreon, thank you so much. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much for becoming a Patreon, and I appreciate being there and helping grow the channel into what it is. YouTube subscribers, thank you so much for coming along and sitting at the table with me and enjoying this fun time of every single wacky game that I play. So I appreciate you so much. And after I get back this weekend, I will get into scheduling the 400 sub stream so we can have some fun, celebrate that, then shoot for the next milestone and see where I land. So, where we left off last, I went through a large portion of the lore, but there was still some more to tell, about 11 minutes of it. So, I'm going to get into how we're going to start off today is I'm going to go through the 11 minutes of that story, and I posted that in the One Stop Co-op Shop Discord, but I didn't let everybody know. So, I'm going to be starting off doing the 11 minutes of lore, and then from there, we're going to get into what happens next. I've already picked out some upgrades for my characters, but I haven't put them in motion yet as I'm building out these different sets. So they just kind of sitting on their card waiting to be accessed and used, and we'll go through that after the lore update. But before we get into that, let's talk a little bit about stuff. So Middara came out in 2019. It has seen a revision, which is 1.1 update. That has delivered out the Kickstarter backers and the Succubus Publishing Store. I think they're out of like a specific bundle, but I think they still have base games to sell. And the bundle came with the play mats and some other stuff. Designed by a great group of people who put a lot of heart into this game, and it shows it's a beautiful game. I think it should be ranked higher than it is at 778, which that moved up again, because remember, it was 791. Then it was 784, now it's 778. So it's moving up. I think it should be ranked. Honestly, I think it should be in the top 50, to be honest. One of the 4 players, best played 4 because you have to control all 4 characters, but there are variants that you can use if you don't want to do that. 60 minutes, I'd probably say per map. That's probably accurate. About 60 minutes, but they want the game to be played where it's you play a mission and then you're good. Like you play the mission arc and then you're done for the week, and then you come back next week and do it again. Ages 15 plus, but the community say 12. Younger people can grasp the concept of this game and enjoy it. And the weight is about a 3.88. There is a lot of things to keep track of, a lot of keywords that you have to watch for, a lot of specific triggers that you have to watch for. This is the thing that a lot of people in the community call fiddliness. But it's just stuff to keep track of, and once you get used to playing the game, it just kind of flows, and that's how all things flow. It did the same with Gloomhaven, it did the same with Kingdom Death. It just flows after a while. Okay, so let me get down to the table. You'll see the stuff that I'm going to upgrade them with set on, but I want to show you foreteller so you know the app that we're going with. Alright, so see that, but we're not there yet. Don't look at it. Oh my god. So let's talk about foreteller for a second. So foreteller, this is an amazing application. It's free. You can have it if you want, and it's perfectly awesome. Why the heck, Canje, are you showing me foreteller? Because foreteller's free. It's a fantastic application. It's doing the narrations, and Middara is free. So if you want to, it's created by the company that's bringing out Isofarian Guard, which is Sky Kingdom Games. Isofarian Guard is going to be amazing. I really can't wait to get to the table. So that'll be great. But Middara Act 1 is free. I'm going to assume and hope that because it's on foreteller, that Act 2 and 3 that will be coming later is going to be voiced over with some foreteller love on it. Act 1's voiceover work is good. It's good, but I say but. Let me not say but. And at the same time, if you listen to Jaws of the Lion and Gloomhaven's narrations, you can see some difference, right? But the voiceover work on Middara is good. I'm not going to take away from it. Let's see. So, but the narrations themselves are what you pay for. That's how Foreteller makes their money. But the application itself is free, and it works on Google Play and and on the Apple App Store. So go for that. And Above and Below is coming soon. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you there. Let's go ahead and load up Foreteller application. And where we left off is Arson Castle. Now remember, I'm going to say it again. This narration is 11 minutes and 34 seconds long. So if it's something that you're like, oh, narrations. I love lore, I love the stories and stuff like that, but I know that's not everybody. However, I'm going to play it because I want to hear it. So if you want to go get a coffee, use the bathroom, check on the laundry, do those types of things because you're not interested, that's okay. But come on back after 11 minutes and we'll get into what's going on. All right? Okay, so floor time.
The Arson Castle. Arson Castle was just on the outskirts of the city, a lone monolith in the center of the city's mysterious lake. As they crossed the imposing bridge, there was only a trickle of those with official business coming and going. Remy realized how different it looked up close and in the light of day. She looked over at Rook, who seemed just as awestruck as she felt. "I guess I'm gonna have to get used to coming here," Rook muttered, staring off at the distant castle. Remy followed his eyes and found herself suddenly shivering. There was something about the castle, something she hadn't noticed before. Maybe it was the proportions. Most of the windows looked too large from this distance. The front doors might be massive and intimidating, but they were also directly in proportion with everything else. As they continued to cross the bridge, she refused to look over the side into the swirling water far below. Something was swimming around down there, always circling, always waiting. "You and me both." Nightingale looked uncomfortable. "You can tell it wasn't built by humans. They did their best to make it livable, but you can still tell." "It was originally a fortress, not a castle," Rook nodded. "It was in the middle of a lake. I bet tearing it apart and rebuilding it was pretty expensive," Zeke said, flicking the charred butt of a cigarette over the edge of the bridge and down into the moat. "Let me do the talking," Nightingale said, her voice flat. "What we got into is my fault. You tried to stop me, Rook, and the rest of you were against it too. My father can think whatever he damn well wants to about me, but I don't want this hurting you guys." "If you say so," Rook said. Despite his words, Remy didn't think Rook was even going to consider Nightingale's instructions. They moved quickly up to the doors, where a pair of armed soldiers waited. Servants ushered them in, muttering deferentially to Nightingale and Zeke and not asking about the others. They were quickly brought into the throne room, where a meeting was already in session. The king and queen sat on their thrones, backs straight and expressions mask-like. Balthazar looked even more tense than he'd been at the party, and Kezia had bags under her eyes. They weren't alone either. Nightingale's brother and sister were there, along with Zeke's Uncle Yoon and his mother Ida. With the way he behaved last night, Remy never would have thought Yoon would be at a royal gathering. "How considerate of my little sister to grace us with her presence," Yol muttered, just loud enough for them to hear as they approached the thrones. "We've only been waiting, what, an hour?" Balthazar did not reply. Instead he rose, clearing his throat. "Welcome back, daughter," he nodded respectfully to Zeke. "I'm relieved you made it also. This information concerns your family as well as ours." The king hardly seemed to see Rook standing there, though at least there was nothing judgmental in Balthazar's expression. For Remy, there was only confusion and a little annoyance on his face. Nightingale seemed to have noticed too, because she reached back, resting one arm on Remy's shoulder. Remy could see Nightingale's body tense under her father's gaze. Balthazar looked as though he were going to say something about Remy's presence. Then he sighed and sat back down. "There is little time, rulers and guardians of Alinea. Kezia and I should already be on the road. We cannot waste time with the formalities I would prefer." Ida cleared her throat, though she didn't rise from her seat. "Your memorial hunt. I could never forget that day." Her voice was more than a little strained. Balthazar bowed his head slightly in Kezia's direction. "I will bring the most glorious trophy yet in Lo's memory, Lady Ida. You have my word." She sighed. "I'm sure he would have been flattered." "Unfortunately, this year's hunt has come at an inopportune time," Balthazar continued. He looked to Kezia, seating himself again on the throne. He sat back down and Kezia rose. The queen was every bit Balthazar's match for confidence, her voice clear and loud in the mostly empty throne room. You are all aware of the growing tension between Alinea and our nearest neighbor, the Empire of Brahma. Not really, Nightingale interrupted. I know they've hated us since Alinea was founded, but I don't know why, or why it always seems to be getting worse. Kezia turned towards Nightingale, but didn't seem angry to have been interrupted. The details would take time we don't have to explain. Suffice it to say that Brahma has always claimed Alinea as its territory, but never used it. When we declared our independence, they failed to recognize us as a state. Yol spoke up from his chair. Brahma is larger and more powerful than Alinea. The best intelligence we have suggests their soldiers outnumber ours 10 to 1. They have their own version of the Demiurge, too. A cabal of sorcerers and mercenaries called the Grim Deacons. The initiation rites alone would leave you scared. That's enough, Kezia interrupted. The peace envoy will be arriving within the month. Yol will conduct the negotiations and attempt to alleviate tensions before they escalate things. The peace envoy will be arriving within the month. Yol will conduct the negotiations and attempt to alleviate tensions before they escalate things. Yol? Why Yol? Ida Zhang's voice was a matter of fact, her arms folded. Take this as no slight to your son, but Yol is incapable of handling such delicate matters. He's hot-headed. Yol simply nodded at the remark, unfazed by the comment. Kezia threw her a sideways look. Ida, I have no choice. I have confidence that he'll do fine. His work at delegating peace in Fair-Edge has been commendable. You mean Shayless's work in Fair-Edge, Ida said, glancing sideways towards Nightingale's sister. Shayless stood. Yol and Nalia have proven themselves more than capable at diplomacy. If it wasn't for them, I might be on the gallows in Fair-Edge right now. Speaking of Nalia, where is she? Ida tapped her fingers rhythmically on the chair she sat in. My wife has left to Fair-Edge. The Wolfric family has requested her presence as a formality. We're playing along, Yol said calmly. Ida relaxed a little. Kezia, it should be you who delegates the peace envoy. You could sell a king his own castle. If you're not going to be here, that must mean you're leaving to the west. Unfortunately, yes, Kezia said with a look at Ida. Remy's friends looked as confused as she felt. Remy looked between the two noble ladies, trying to read whatever silent conversation had passed between them. We don't have high hopes for the negotiations. Brahman knows they have us outmatched. We're afraid they may have come to offer terms we can't accept. I will not be attending the negotiations because I will be visiting some of our closest allies to secure military aid against the invasion we believe may be inevitable. Kezia will travel back to her parents' house in the far west. The Lucero family will aid us if the worst were to transpire, Balthazar said. I expect the rest of my family to be in attendance when the Romanian delegation arrives. He turned, glancing to the little cluster of chairs the Zhangs had pulled together. And as many of yours as can be available, Lady Ida. My son has Alinea's best interest at heart, but lacks the wisdom that comes of experience. Balthazar rose to his feet again, resting one hand on the hilt of the sword at his waist. Should Yol be killed, the succession will pass to Shayless, then to you, Nightingale. May there be no need. Why am I here? Nightingale asked, and Balthazar paused. We keep our business private, he said. But you've graduated. You're part of the family now, Nightingale. That means you're part of our meetings from now on, too. Did you think politics was all about running our city? Prepare yourself, daughter. We fought for our kingdom, and we'll likely be fighting to keep it. He turned, offering his hand to Kezia. She took it, rose, and glared down at them. I expect all of you to be on your best behavior while we're gone. Nightingale nodded and watched as a retinue of soldiers followed closely behind her parents as they left the room. Remy found herself out in the courtyard of the castle. Together the group watched from a balcony as King Balthazar departed in an extravagant carriage. Zeke was smoking again, though he looked a little uneasy. Sometimes I wonder if going through the advancement made all of us lose our minds. Nobody realizes because we're all just as crazy. He looked away. Lo was my dad, but if it were me, I'd still put the memorial hunt on hold if it seemed like my kingdom was going to be invaded, you know? Must be an important hunt, Rook muttered. I'm not going to assume they don't know what they're doing. I guess there is more to it. I don't care what nefarious things my dad does on his lame hunt. I don't want to think about politics or war or any of that. We need to be more positive. Nightingale waved at the retreating carriage. Zeke raised an eyebrow. More positive? Like, how if everyone dies, you become queen? What? Nightingale put a hand on her hip. No, you dolt. I mean that my dad is gone. She still looked pale, yet some of her original energy seemed to be bubbling back. We graduated yesterday. We're full citizens of Middara. There's a whole world full of adventure out there, and the only one who might stop us is riding off in that carriage. Zeke nodded. I've meant to get out into Alenia proper. What's the point of being able to leave the Institute if we spend all our time at home? My family left me with some cash as a graduation present. Mine did too. Nightingale seemed to be getting more excited by the moment. I bet if we pulled it, we could have enough for new gear for all of us. Alenia's always been a hub for adventures. I bet we'll find some great stuff. Nightingale and Zeke pulled out small pouches and began counting how much gold they had.
Okay, so it said to stop the recording, stop reading here, and do this reward step. So, reward. The party gains the following bonus depending on how much XP the adventurers have earned, including the XP that they've already spent. So, I've already spent 3, I've got 5 to spend, so that's 8. If that's the case, because this is kind of showing how if somebody's not really doing well playing, that they give them more gold to gear up to be able to. So I've got 7 plus, which just gives me 10 gold, which will give me my total would then be 114 gold from the 104 gold that I had before. Crazy that it goes from like 100 to 10. If you're doing well, less money for you. So 114. Okay, so then it says after recording your gold bonus, continue reading. So back to foretelling.
Nightingale's excitement was infectious. Even Rook's mind started turning. She seemed rather determined to get herself into danger on a regular basis. Some new gear might be just what he needed to be a better knight. Could be fun, he agreed. And when we're done? Nightingale hardly even seemed to hear him. We'll have everything we need to finish exploring the vaults. They all stared. It took a moment to realize what she was suggesting. Are you sure that's a good idea? I mean, Zeke said through a billow of smoke. We got the whole monster mash after us last time. Hographer probably hasn't forgotten about us. Rook cleared his throat. I admit I was curious last time, but we've seen it now. It's out of our league. Psst! Nightingale waved a dismissive hand, her tail swishing about behind her. We were just unprepared the first time. Think about it. Now that we know Hographer is down there, we can be much more careful. I haven't been able to stop thinking about what was on that pedestal. Whatever it was has to be epic. I mean, some real purple color loot. I'm down. Remy's voice was so quiet it was almost a squeak. They all turned, Rook frowning. She cleared her throat, then continued. I mean, we'll have better gear. It's not like we couldn't get away from Hographer last time. Yeah! Nightingale embraced Remy, wrapping one arm around her shoulder. Rimdog gets it! Zeke extinguished his cigarette along the railing, flicking the butt over the side. It's a stupid idea, but I guess I'm down. After we spend some time in the city first. Yeah, buddy! Nightingale yelled as she slapped Zeke on the back. Then she turned to Rook. You don't have to come, she began. I know my father made you a knight, but I'm coming. Rook didn't wait for her to finish. We'll probably need Suri's help again to find our way around. And you wouldn't have her help without me there. That's more like it, Nightingale's grin returned. But first, let's go shopping.
All right. So that's where that did off. And it says, continue to story round, the city of Alenia, 47. So we're at the market, the bazaar. And so we're back to the city of Alenia with some new art on this side as well for you to enjoy and see. And then we have some stuff here. So it says, shop and train. You may spend gold and learn disciplines with XP here. So our open availability is all mundane items, all accessories, all upgrades players have unlocked. And we get one random mundane unique item that comes out. So when that happens, here, there's 4 of mundane random unique, so we just shuffle them up. And then pull the bottom. Alright, then we pull the bottom one. What's that? So what we got here is we've got the mundane unique item, which is a shield, the Bone Shaker, a monster beneath. So this is our mundane item. This is our mundane item, and it says so at the bottom, mundane unique weapon. Well, it says unique item. So I guess you pick what you want. I went with unique weapon. Who cares? So it has a shield, medium shield. Basically, it costs 40 gold. It does that stuff. It's for it can be used with ranged or melee, one-handed, white die, and it gives you one shield. If you combo at range, if you exhaust it, you empower. If you combo with melee, you finesse up to get this turns from this to an orange die, and you can exhaust, and then you can flip. This is an interesting flip ability. It says place 3 1x1 dangerous terrain tokens orthogonally adjacent to your character in a straight line. If this would defeat a figure, they must pass a jump check to move to the nearest unoccupied non-dangerous terrain space, or be defeated. Boss figures pass the jump check, and you flip the card. So basically, it's like you slam the shield on the ground, and it just drops the earth in front of you. That's actually cool. And then once you use it, you flip it over, and then you just have the regular use stuff on the shield. So that's in the shop now. That is permanently in the shop and available to buy. There's another cool thing that came out. So now the city of Alenia has this lovely new thing that is explore. These are side quests. Side quests. So it says, as a group, choose one of the following and then proceed to its listed page. You may not choose the side quest you've already attempted this adventure. If you have no side quests you can choose, or you decide you don't want to explore a side quest, continue to venture forth, which is getting back to the main quest, the main story. We're side questing today. That's what we're going to do. But first, we're going to upgrade. So, as I said, I thought about what the upgrades were going to be as I built out my group. Where to start? Okay, here's where we're going to start. We start with Zeke. Zeke, remember when he finished off, he found another relic item, so I got him. This is what he got from the cave. I got to pick one, and I wasn't deciding on what it was. Well, I landed on the enchanted earring, or piercing. He's already got his conviction upgrade as a passive, but per encounter, after making a roll, re-roll any of your dice. So that's what he gets. Then, his upgrade, I haven't bought him any new weapon. So his upgrade is this new ability, Onslaught. Remember I told you I'm going to make him a stab madman? Well, Onslaught says, make an attack. It costs 3 SP. Make an attack. That attack gains a follow-up. Make another attack. That attack gains a follow-up. Make another attack. So that is going to be his upgrade. That's going to cost 5 experience for him to get. So Zeke is down to 0 XP that he has spent to get that upgrade. Put his health up here because I want his abilities to be a little closer. So put his health up here, so he's got Blade Works. So basically, what we have here is he's going to move into somebody's space. He's going to use Onslaught to attack. 1 attack. If he hits, he gets to attack again. 2 attacks. If he hits, attack again. 3 attacks. Then he's got Blade Works to make it 4. Then he's got the Fight Drive to make it 5. 5 attacks. 5 attacks in 1 round. And this is not something that exhausts. If I've got the SP to spend, keeps going. So that's going to be fun. So that is his upgrade. I didn't buy him any new weapons, no new armor, no new cores or relics. He's good. All right. Then we'll go over to Rook. Nope. Let's go over Remy because I got to start counting off stuff. Remy's another character I didn't buy anything for. I didn't buy anything for Remy because, except for getting her new ability, which is in her Dragoon build, which is Whirlwind. Whirlwind. And it says, make a separate attack against each figure currently adjacent to you. If your equipped weapon has reach, you may spend 1 additional SP to attack all figures currently within the reach of the weapons instead. So if there are 3 enemies 2 spaces away, my Dragoon can land, then Whirlwind, and spend an extra SP to attack everyone in range 2. If everyone is there, she can land and then just spend 2 SP instead of 3 to attack all of them that are there. Oh, the Dragoon build is coming along well. Hoo-ha. Hoo-ha-ha. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, so let's talk about Rook, because this is money spending time. So let's talk about Rook. Rook has, I got him an upgrade. So I got him an upgrade. I got him Fight Drive, which is the same thing that Zeke has because I have the worst time hitting with him. And all it does is just, it costs 15 gold and it says, per encounter, make an attack. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. All mundane items. So, so that's costing 15 gold. So we are at 99. Oh, sorry about that. That was probably a lot of pop. We're at 99 gold for that, and he's spending his. So Remy spent her 5 on that. I am upgrading this ability, so he's going to get a new ability. Hey, Layla, going up. Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair. Then he's getting this new ability called Proof of Divinity. Look at what this fun thing does. I can exhaust this, and an ally within the sphere of influence gains courage. If the first time each round another ally with courage deals damage, gain 1 SP for him. So basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to give courage to Zeke, and what courage does. Okay. What courage does is it says when making an attack, gain a star, a shield, and a book. Discard if you miss. So it's an ongoing effect. It's an ongoing passive. If I miss the attack, it goes away. But I can put it right back on him next round. So that's a cool addition as our Crusader starts to buff the party. And that's going to cost him his 5 XP. Then we get to lovely, lovely Nightingale. My sniper. Nightingale, I've taken the liberty of giving her some cool stuff. So I'm giving her a utility core because I need to make sure that I have enough healing and I have enough throwing knives, and it can't just be Zeke doing it. So I'm giving her a healing core as well, so that will buff her up. And you can only have 1 core per. Also, which is 15 gold, also, I'm giving her another set of arrows. And I know you're going to say, wait, Canje, nah, man, nah, you messing up. You can't read the card. Read the card. You need to read it. It says clearly, Canje, you are limited to having 1 arrow here equipped. And I would say you're right, but then I got this lovely, lovely thing called a quiver. And the quiver says, you may equip an arrow item as though it did not take up a relic slot. In addition, this arrow does not count as an arrow item for the purpose of determining your arrow limit. So because I have the quiver and I have the true flight arrows, I'm going to buy another set of true flight arrows. Oh yes, yes, I'm going to do that. So now her range is 6, 7, 8. He's going to kill people. So that's going to be 30 gold to pay for that. So that takes me down to 69 gold. So that's 69 gold that I have left. Then her upgrade is this lovely ability called Down the Massive. Hey, look what it does. For 2 SP, I can make up to 2 attacks against different targets. So, in one turn, if she doesn't move, she can make. Let's just say it's a turn with where she's full out here, and this is an exhausted ability, so I can only use it once per round. But I could spend 2 to attack 2 separate targets at range 8, and then I could spend the last one to attack another target or any target I want. So she can now make 3 attacks. And she can re-roll. She can flip dice to their side if I roll low, like I usually do. And if she doesn't, basically it gains +1 to the attack roll if she doesn't move. So my sniper build is coming together, and that costs her 5. So that is their upgrade. Then, with 69 left, I plan to buy some rudimentary stuff. I was thinking about this shield, like saying if I want to give it to Rook and just lose the hammer, get him just like a small hand hammer, a melee weapon, and just have this so he can do a little bit more damage. But I'm gonna leave this in the shop for right now. So that is unlocked in the shop. But I need to buy stuff. So I'm gonna buy a ubiquitous plank for Rook, because walking across stuff, no bueno. So that's 10. I'm going to buy some healing stuff for Remy, so I'm going to give her the height, which is 16. A vitality juice box for Remy as well, because she is Madragoon. So she actually no, I'm going to give her a bottle of blessing. So that is so that was 10, 16 plus 6, 22. And finally, a vitality juice box, a final one for healing. I'm going to give this to Rook as well. So 26, which costs 4 gold. So 26 total. That's going to take me down to 43. So that's going to take me down to 43 gold that I have left. And the one thing I didn't say that I had last night that I really, really loved was that I got an achievement, not quite unkillable, when I killed that Earth Loa. So yay. Okay, so that is enough of the upgrade life. So that away, and they bought everything in the store that they're going to do. Not buying we're not going to buy the shield right now, and that's okay. But we're going to go on a side mission. There's 3 side missions to go on. One is called side quest Loa Problem. Now, Loa problems to me tell me that has to do. We recommend playing. It says tip. We recommend playing this one first. Why? I don't want to fight Water Loa. They're stupid. I hate them so much. They make Zeke useless. Like, he would spend all his attacks just to kill one. The other one is called Cave Sickle Extermination. And then there's an attempt, and then we can attempt a bounty. So remember the bounty that came with the game? It's like a book. This. We can attempt this bounty if we wanted, because it says unintentional amount of Act 1 only comes with a single bounty, which is this. The difficulty on this bounty is a 2. We're not ready for that, but this is the whole bounty, and once we get done, cool stuff can happen. So we can attempt this bounty if we want. No. Or we can try the Loa problems, or we can try the Cave Sickle Extermination. So, but we can only do one. And they said tip. We recommend playing this one first. Dang it. Fine. I don't want to fight. Well, I'll have to tear all this down because I built this for the Cave Sickle Extermination because I was like, I'm going to do Cave Sickle stuff. So I'll have to tear this all down and rebuild it for the Loa problems. This is what happens. I wasn't trying to read ahead. I was just like, okay, we're going to get to buy, so let me buy something. Ooh, side missions. Loa, no. Cave Sickles. Okay. So I built this exactly for the Cave Sickle one. Hey Brian, heading out for dinner. Have fun, man. So I was gonna build this one for the Cave Sickles, but it says Loa. We recommend playing this one first. It's on page 48. That looks like an Earth Loa. Oh god. and then go to page 50. Oh. Alright. Let's do it. Lower problems. I'll tear this all down. I was like, I'm not. Like, Earth Low. Earth. So let's do a quick re-up setup for this. No problem. And then we'll shift some stuff over and make room. I'm not gonna go anywhere. So let's there's some lore to it. I'm gonna let foreteller run while I start setting up so we can use the time efficiently. So we're gonna take the side quest Loa problems before venturing forth. And that's this one here. So got a whole page of foretelling. Alright. Let me go. Oh, problem. Oh, problem. 3 minutes. Let's see if I can set the stuff up in 3 minutes while it's happening. Here we go.
Side quest, Loa problems. Excuse me, a moment of your time? The man who blocked their way onto a side street hardly looked impressive. He wore a plain brown cloak frayed at the edges and had long, pointed ears. Nightingale stopped subconsciously, resting one hand on the hilt of her weapon. Yes? Your face. He stared. You're Princess Nightingale, aren't you? King Balthazar's youngest daughter? He turned just a little. And you're Zeke Zhang, right? They both nodded. Zeke sounded as uncomfortable as Nightingale felt. Who wants to know? The man retreated a step. My name is Thorold. I'm no one of consequence, just a desperate citizen who could use some help. Nightingale frowned. Her mind wandered back to the vaults and the strange object resting on the dark pedestal. She banished the thought with a shake of her head. I'm sorry, but we're quite busy and only recently citizens ourselves. I doubt we can help. Please. Thorold's hand shook as he drew something from a pocket. A strange crystal glinted, shockingly green in the afternoon sun. People have already been hurt. If someone doesn't do something, the Loas might kill next time. Rook reached out, setting one arm on the man's shoulder. Thorold, please slow down. What are you talking about? Thorold held the crystal out towards Nightingale. I didn't know the Loas were guarding it. There weren't any around when I found it, and the man's whole body shook. Nightingale reached out, scooping the crystal out from his hand. It weighed quite a bit more than its size would have suggested, a chunk of rough mineral without a single crack or imperfection. What is it? I don't know. Thorold paused, inhaling sharply. He took a few seconds to compose himself before he went on. Princess, I found that not far from the city just a few days ago, on an altar I thought was abandoned. Turns out, well, I guess it belongs to the Loas. I just need someone to return it where I found it. Thorold nodded. There's a road running through the forest near where I found that. I've already heard about 3 attacks. Nobody's died yet, but... He met Nightingale's eyes, desperate. Please, Princess, I'd be willing to pay. If you could just bring the matter to the king's attention. I've got a better idea. We could take care of it for you. She turned to Zeke. You want to try some adventuring that isn't underground? Zeke shrugged. Sounds important. He gestured once behind them at the street thick with people. Someone's got to keep them all safe, right? Thorold relaxed. If you can, try not to hurt the Loas. It was my damn fault. They shouldn't suffer because of what I did. I'll pay more if you can do it without killing any. Rook put his finger and thumb at the bridge of his nose and rubbed slowly. Nightingale, are you sure you don't want to tell the local guards or maybe your brother Yol? I'm sure they'd take care of it. Nah, Balthazar's gone and it's my family's responsibility to keep the people safe. Plus, this is some real Dungeons and Dragons crap. Just what I wanted. Rook gave her a worried look and sighed. Come, my knight. Escort me into the wilderness and help me slay some Loa. Nightingale marched away, raising each leg in an exaggerated fashion while holding her weapon high.
Okay. 3 minutes of me trying to set up as quickly as possible. Alright, so we've got some totems. We've got a red one, and we've got a blue one. Blue totem's going here. Red totem going here. Then we've got objective token. Okay. What's our objective token? We don't tell any one of them. I cannot promise that, my friend. So objective tokens blue, green, and red. Those. So blue goes. Okay. I see red, I see green, blue. Blue goes here. Red goes here. And green is here. Okay. Then we've got things I hate so much. We have 2 Earth Loa and 2 Water Loa. Oh. Well, it says don't kill them. It says don't kill them. I'm gonna die. Much after you finish this is like, why did you try that first? That's the hardest to do. Got Earth Loa card, Water Loa card, Earth Loa here. And I'm sure more Water and Earth Loa are gonna pop out. Get rid of cave staples. So Water Loa, Water Loa, Earth Loa, Earth Loa. So so we've got the first Water Loa is here. Second Water Loa here. Cave Stickles. Sorry. The Earth Loa. The first Earth Loa is here. And the second Earth Loa is they're together. This is awful. Okay. What else we need? That's it. Okay, cool. Not too bad. Not too bad. Was and says the path into the forest leads you outside the city. No, let me get rid of this. Right. Alright, so special. Choose one adventurer. The chosen adventurer gains the Loa crystal token. Place this token on their adventurer card to indicate they're carrying it. It's gonna be my archer. She's gonna stay back. Alright, so there. This is the Loa crystal. Right here. So that's gonna go on Nightingale. Because she's all about adventure right now. Continue on to the Loa altar. So it says, the path into the forest leads you outside of the city. The serene sounds of water can be heard to the south. And as you step out into a clearing, you find yourself greeted by a small pond. A fallen tree makes a natural bridge that leads towards some suspicious-looking piles of dirt. Further to the east, you see a pair of earth loas. Luckily, they are far away, though you wonder if they will be of any concern. Through the thicket, you see a pedestal propped up on some old ruin. Placing the crystal and getting back shouldn't be too difficult, should it? Wait, placing the crystal and getting back? Awesome. Okay, so win condition. The adventurer with the Loa crystal places it on the altar. Then any adventurer finds and ends their turn on the blue exit. So we need to find the blue exit. Lose, all adventurers are defeated or the Loa crystal is removed from the game. So it can be lost. Okay. Alternate lose condition. The Loa crystal was placed on the altar, but all adventurers were still defeated. Okay. Special encounter rules. Keep your word. Keep track of how many water Loas and earth Loas you defeat during this encounter. So this is a Remy job. Remy job. That sounds wrong. The Loa crystal. If the adventurer with the Loa crystal token is defeated, place the token in the space where they were defeated. Any adventurer may make an encounter action while on the adjacent to pick it up. If the token is placed in dangerous terrain, it is removed from the game. If the token is in water terrain, currents move it at the end of every round. So we've got these areas here, these 3 areas, and here, these 2 areas. It's called Shaky Log. When an adventurer moves out of a special terrain space printed on tile UM33 here. Oh no, this is just the Shaky Log. Okay. They must make an agility check 10. If they fail, end their movement and place their figure in a water terrain space adjacent to the special terrain space. So basically, they're trying to cross the log. If they fail, they fall in the water. Okay. These right here are strange rock. It says the special terrain printed on tile UM35 has no effect. Suspect. Okay, then slow currents. These currents move figures tokens 1 space each. And the direction of the current is this way. Going out to sea. Okay. At the start of the first round of this encounter, before players have taken turns, read the following hidden text. Okay, let's get our player set up. So I might give that to Remy then. This is a Remy job. I think I might give it to Remy, and I'm gonna give it to Remy. She is going to fly herself to that location. Starting area is here. Archer in the back. Tank up front. DPS bandit up front. Okay. So at the start of the first round of this encounter, before players have taken turns, read the following hidden text. As you look around the forest, you notice something in the nearby pond. A creature you don't recognize bursts from the water and attempts to pull one of you in. The adventurer on the south corner of the starting zone must make an agility 10 check. If they pass, read A. If they fail, read B. Southeast. So north is that way. Southeast. Rook. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Awesome. Just awesome. And his agility is like a 1. Oh no. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, there. There. So it begins. Well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Oh, I rolled a 6 and a 7. Oh, +1. Woohoo! I passed. Alrighty, I passed. Oh, good. Okay, so I passed. Thank goodness. So agility 10 check. They did fine. If they pass, read A. If they fail, read B. Spawn a Murkhound on the green objective token. Now, spawn a Murkhound on the green objective token. Place its initiative card at the front of the initiative track. This Murkhound only has 10 defense. If the monster loot card is drawn, gain the webbed monster relic instead of randomly drawing a monster loot card. Continue the round as normal. So we've begun the pain. Gotcha. But it's low and there's probably gonna be water everywhere. Okay, Murkhound. That. What a Murkhound is. Murkhound. Good gracious. Oh, its defense is 10 for this round. Okay, I was gonna be like, no, I'm dead. You see what it hits me with? A red die. It rolls a red. Play this one first, they say. It's gonna be fine, they said. You don't have to worry about it. You're not gonna die. Not close. Great class. Okay. Place as you look around, spawn a Murkhound on the green objective. Okay. On the green. Okay. It has a defense of 10. So let me show you this awful, horrible creature. So this is a Murkhound. Hey, look, it has 16 health. Its shield is not 13, it's 10, but it has 16 health. And it rolls a lime green and a red die. Those are high damage dice. Its conviction is like what I wish I could roll. And it's got some stuff. The Murkhound is not affected by water or muck terrain and will never voluntarily leave it. If it starts its turn in the water or muck, it gains +2 to its movement. So it's going to hit me first and probably kill me. Sticky. When opponents adjacent to the Murkhound make a move action, they must make a strength check. If they fail, they may not move. Murkbound. When the Murkhound attacks, it gains +2 physical damage for each Murkhound within its sphere of influence. And submerged. While the Murkhound is in the water or muck, only adventurers who are adjacent to the Murkhound may draw line of sight. Thanks. We recommend you doing this first. That's what they said. I'm going to die. Okay. Alright. Let the good times roll. Game's cruel. Game's cruel. So we've got an Earth Loa, we've got our Murkhound. Back up. Hard. They're going first, no matter what. I passed. That seems like something that would happen if you fail. But I passed. Anyway. Over this, two, and where health is where it needs to be. And round one. Right. Gonna go first, no matter what. And we're gonna shuffle this up and see what horrible things happen. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. Okie dokie. Nightingale. Remy. Waterloa. Rook. Zeke. And then Negro. That's a serious chain of events there. Okay, so here we go. Is there an opponent within range 8? Yes, all of them. Make a ranged attack at range 8 against the opponent with the most armor, which would be Rook. This attack has +4 armor piercing. Then continue down. Okay. Cool. Well, this is a failed mission. So it is going to attack me with lime green die, red die. Lime green goes up to 9, and red goes up to 8. Alright, so, is their opponent with range 8? Yep. So it's going to attack with armor piercing with a ranged shot. A 5 and a 3. Okay. It doesn't hit. It misses. Then it says continue down. Can it move and attack multiple opponents? Well, its movement gets +2 while it's in water. So its movement is actually 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Yes, it can with 7. Move to be adjacent to as many opponents as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then make a separate attack against each adjacent opponent, which is Nightingale and Rook. That's Rook, which is an 11. This one doesn't have armor piercing. Oh no, that's not 11. That's a 9. No, that's a 6. Nope. Nope, that's a 9. That's a 9. That's more than that. That is 14. That's what that is. That is 14. That is a 9. Off of 9, 10, 4, plus 14, 15, 16, and it would paralyze me. No. Which I would reduce by 2. I'd be taking 4 damage, and then I'd have to try to fight paralysis, which ruins my turn. Oh, forgot to give cubes. That's why I was like, dodge. Um, recommend you take hard 2 and be defeated on your first. So, it'd be 4 damage coming to me. Okay, but first, well, I have to roll conviction. Try to not be paralyzed. I have to beat a spell. Can just not deal with it. Alright, so. Oh, I can't. So I'm gonna take the 4. 12 health. And then I'm going to flip the deflection core to pass my conviction test. It says when making a conviction check, pass a conviction. Now, if I'm correct, force pass acceleration. The target of your ability must succeed a conviction check against the printed value or be effective. So I'm going to flip my glasses, my deflection core, pass that conviction check without rolling. And that ends. Oh no, he gets to attack. He rolled an 8. She blocks that. So, nope. No dice. So that ends his turn. Awesome. And they're next to him, so they have to make a strength check if they want to move. Well, Nightingale goes first. She's not going to move, but she has to be in the water. She wants to fight that thing. because it's not in a sphere of influence. And if she moves, it will get a break attack on her. While the Murkhound is in water or muck, only adventurers who are adjacent to a adjacent. Okay. Whew. All right. So she's gonna shoot him. She can spend 2, but it says against different targets. Nah. She's just gonna shoot him one good time. So she's gonna shoot him. The Murkhound. It has 10 shielding and 16 health. She's rolling white and purple. And she is, why the heck not? She's going to empower it. Remy's turn. Ooh. 2, 3, gotta make a check. Is it right? This might be a short side mission, folks. It is an agility 10 check. Agility 10. And her agility is 6. And she rolled a 4, which was just enough. Just enough. Fast. But she's going in the deep end anyway. So she might as well just keep going. I have to select. It won't leave water so I can run away from it. But it can hit me from anywhere on the board if I leave it. Because it says range 8. He's going to make attack against me every single round. Even if it comes down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, it can see everything. The only way it doesn't see me is if I'm hiding behind this tree, but as soon as I move out from it, it's going to hit me. I have to kill it, or else I'm screwed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope, I'm going to stay here. Because that I have my halberd attack, so I don't need to get close. I'm going to let Zeke get close and kill it. So I'm going to spend 2 to attack it. Roll a 7 and a 6. Okay, so it's going to be 13 on 10, which is 3. I get +1 damage because of my passive of Hammerhelm. And then 4, 5, 7, 8. So I hit it for 9. Right? Let me do that again. 13 on 10, 3. Then 1 for physical. And 2 shields, 1, 2. 2 shields, 1, 2. 1 star, 1. So I hit it for 9. It has no shielding. So you get. Its health is stupid, so it matters very little. Roll the take that on that. And that ends Waterloa. The water. Yeah. So the water law says, is there a figure within your sphere of influence? No. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within your sphere of influence? No. Can it move and attack an opponent within range 6? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I'd have to go there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can make it. Now that you can make it. So nope, you don't do anything. Rook's turn. Rook is going to exhaust proof of divinity to give a courage token. Then, only hit 4. I want more than. Then he's going to spend 2 to attack. Got 5, 7, shield. All shield. Can I reroll anything with you? The early builds hurt. No, like nothing there. That would have been fantastic, but it's nothing. So I don't want this creature to continue to bother me. I've already got to burn all my special abilities. So once per encounter, attack. So nothing. Okay, first turn's over. Zeke's turn. Zeke is going to spend 1 to move, 1 here. You're weak, silly. You need to test on the water. 8 plus 4, you're fine. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then he is going to spend. If I had 3, I would onslaught. Sorry, behind. I'll just deal with 2 attacks on you right now. Do an upgrade. 4 and a 2. 2. I'm gonna re-roll 1 of your combat dice. 4. I got a 7 and a 4. This is an 11. That does hit. So 11 and 10. So that's 1 plus our shielding. Shielding is plus 2. 2, 3. Star is plus 1, 4. Where am I? 4 damage to you. And he's going to attack you again. 6 and a 7. 13. 13 on 10. 3. Plus 2. 4, 5. Plus 2, 6, 7. Plus a star, 8. You hit for 8. Gotta do it this way. 6 and 3. 6 and 2. Alright, I think that may have killed you, but let's verify. So you got 16 health. 6, 12, 18. You're dead. Killed it. Burn everything you got to kill this thing, but it's dead. You got to go 1 round and hurt me, then it died. I'm sure it'll be back. So it dies, killed it. Oh, and he would have gotten more because of that. So keep forgetting about the courage token. And it says a single combat die of your choice. No, not that. It says the first time each round An ally with courage deals damage, gain 1 SP. So he gets. Okay, and if I draw monster loot, I get a special thing, but I don't get to draw monster loot. Is drawing. Shuffle. Pray that one of these, not you, one of these things says monster loot. This one? What? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'm not mad about it anymore. Okay, so I drew monster loot. There's nothing that kind of tells you what that looks like, but there it is. Monster loot. So it says I get. If I kill him. What do I get? Gain the web feet monster relic instead of randomly drawing a monster loot. Continue the round as normal. Web monster relic. What? Okay. Web relic. Mirkwood relic. Web feet. Don't know what that's for, but let's find out. So this is what I got. Monster loot material passive. Movement points cost is not increased when moving out of water, and making a move action in muck costs 1 less SP. You can hold 3 relics, my friend. Thank you. That's actually pretty good. And that ends Zeke's turn. Alright, next up is the Earth Loa. Is there another ally within SOI without barrier? Yes. So they're both going to give themselves barrier. Okay. Wow. That means their shielding is at a 9. Well, their armor is at a 6. Another ally within SOI gains barrier. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? No. Continue down. Oh, so it's doing all this stuff. Can it move and attack an opponent within reach 2? Nope. Otherwise, move towards the nearest opponent. 1, 4. And that ends their turn. For now. Clear out all effects. Re-up. That's passive, so that stays. I didn't. Re-rolled. Three. Oh. Alright, shuffle it up. Alrighty. Okay. What? Might have to just head down the river. Can't fight 2 of those things. That's not going to be successful. I might end up fighting 2 of those things at once. Rook, Rennie, Zeke, Nightingale, Waterloo. Okay, so this should be a straight run. That's probably the plan. I'm going to run. I'm going to run a lot. So Earth Loa. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. It says it doesn't do anything. 1, 4. Okay. One turn. Rook. One, 2. 3, 4. I'll probably say 6 here. Then 1, 2. Oh, sorry. Before I did that, I was gonna give courage to go to Nightingale. So I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2. Yeah. So, and he's heavy, so the water pressure isn't gonna push him. So that'll end his cover stamina on exhaust, not class. Okay, Remy's turn. Remy's going flying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The heck is green? The heck is green thing? Green objective. Green objective. Only read the following hidden text if instructed to. If instructed to? I touched the green objective. This is only used to make you think it does something new. Cheater. What? This is only used to make you think it does something new, cheater. Okay. But it said spawn on. It didn't say get rid of. Sure. It was a waste of my time. Alright. Okay. That Zeke's turn. What Zeke do? It says movement because of the web feet. Movement points cost is not increased when moving out of water and making a move action in muck. Costs 1 less. I can do. Nightingale. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1 away from me shooting. Let's move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7. I'll do it. That gets me right where I want to be. So I'm gonna shoot you. It says they're arcane, so that doesn't do anything. Don't miss. Got a 6 and a 2. I didn't move, so the roll gets +1, so that's 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it said if I didn't move, it gets a +1, so no, it's just 6, 7, 8. 8. Your defense is 9, so straight up. No good. And that ends her turn. What a low time. Is there a figure within your sphere of influence that has a special effect? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 4, 1, 4, 4. Nope. Is there more than one opponent adjacent? Nope. Is there a figure in your sphere of influence? Nope. Can it move and attack an opponent within range 6? 5, 6. So, yep, it can stay where it is. 1, 2, 3. This diagonal stuff is silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it doesn't need to move. So yes, it can. Move up to range 6, so it's as far as it can get. Then make a range attack 6 against the opponent with the lowest armor value. Which would be maybe 10, 10. The same. Oh, armor value. Armor value. The same. 2 and 2. So you're gonna hit Rook. Okay. You're as far as you're gonna get from him. And you're rolling to a 5 and a 5, which is a 10. That does hit on his 9 and 10. And you get +1 for each book rolled, so that's 12, but he's got a 2 shield. No damage. Okay, that's the end of you. Your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have to move here, which you're gonna do. And then you're gonna curve, which is a 4. No damage. Nothing's happening. Cool, 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 cool. That ends your turn. Okay. Yeah, their sphere of influence, so they don't get rid of our abilities. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Alright. Well, let's go. Hey, I'm allowed to get frustrated. Like, because that was insane. I guess that's probably a test to see, like, should you be doing side quests? But you kind of have to get gold to get good. Okay, here we go. The Earth Loa again. The Water Loa, and everybody. So let's see if we live 3. Okay, so the Earth Loa go first. All they're really going to do is just move. That's all they can really do. The Water Loa go next. We're on round 3. Water Loa goes next. We're not in their sphere of influence. They're going to do the same thing wherever they are. They're going to attack. You're going to attack Rook. You're going to attack. So Rook attack. 7 and a 3, which is a 10. This plus. Will heal for 2, but it's not hurt. +1 for each, so 3. So 3 damage coming in. 3 damage in. Need my movement to get out of. Oh, I forgot to shift. Shift. When the water pushed him at the end of the round. Forgot to. So 3 damage to him. Next up is to Remy. Same exact roll. 3 damage to Remy. Waterlow's turn. Gale. He is going to spend. Where does she need to hit? 4, 5. Oh, perfect. Perfect. She is going to do this and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Range 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 6. This is where I'd have to be. Hit both of them. That's alright. She's going to take what she can get. And she is going to spend 2 to attack. Four. Oop. That's how the cookie crumbles. Remy's turn. Go. Fly. Flying. 1, 2, 3. 4. 2. Going. Volume. Because this thing. Because this will. Did you use armor? Did I use armor? What armor? Oh, you're right. To reduce damage. The 2, which would taken it to. Which would take it just 1 damage coming. You're right. And I didn't reduce the damage on this one either, which would put it at 5. Yep. Thanks. Good catch, Matt. Okay, so there, yeah, doesn't see me yet. All right. That Remy's turn. Rook's turn. Rook is going to ally within sphere of influence. I've already given it to both of you. Pull. 2, 4. Flash you for 4 damage at least. Help you have 12. I said I wasn't going to kill any one of them, so let's not kill anyone. Let's just keep moving. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Zeke's turn. Really see, it says that moving out of water doesn't cost 2, 4, 5, 6. 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Then it doesn't, because of the web feet, get out of. I can use the last. I just upped him. I just upped. I upped both. I forgot to do it. Right. But I did use it the first time when the muck creature devastated. Okay. That ends that round. Nobody's in water to get pushed. Good. Earthloa not move? It'd be great. It'd be great. Earthloa is hulking. Figures with attack cannot be moved or opposed to, but you still have to deal with tough terrain, though. Tough terrain doesn't say that you will deal with tough terrain, my friend. That should slow you down. Very well. Okay. Give me a break. Earthloa is sure. Sure, why not? Waterloa, and then the person who I need to get to the altar, who can get to the altar. Okay, Earthloa. Nope. 1, 2, 3, and then you don't have enough to move out. Yeah. 1, 2. Sorry, this costs to get in, not out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, getting close. Getting close. Zeke, Zeke, Zeke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1. Bye, Debbie. Are you gonna see me? See me if I that? No. Go. Stay there. Stay there. Staying right. Or Nightingale shot at you, and I shouldn't have done that. It just ran. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 2. Can't get out. 1. He's gonna be in range to hit Nightingale. I might pull that back instead of there. Instead of going here, I'll go there. Then I'll move here. He would have been in range to hit her. Rook's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3. Give courage to Remy. 6, 7, 10. Helen's Waterloa. Is there a figure within your sphere of influence from an ally? Sure. You're gonna take it from. You know, you yes, you'll take it from. Shut it off from her. Then, is there more than one adjacent? No. Yes, there is. There are a couple. Who are you attacking? Cast a spell 6, prioritizing the opponent with the lowest conviction value. Yours is white. Yours is white. Yours is purple. Remy. I dodge that. So your casting die 3, so it's 9 minus 3 is 6 plus 2 is 8. Can't dodge it. 6. 7. Then you, 5. You're back against the wall. You're gonna do that 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not in your sphere of influence, so you're just gonna do a range attack. Sure. Yep, with the lowest armor value. 6, 7, 8. Nope, no go. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a spell she did. So shield, that goes through shielding. It goes through armor. So cool. Remy's turn. So Remy is going to first. First, she's going to heal herself 3. 1, 3. Yes, for that. Then she's going to heal herself for 3. Back up. Now we have these. Okay. Then she is going to and actually fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And an extra one. 1, 2. Get to the stupid objective token. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, blue objective. An empty altar awaits a crystal. The adventurer with the crystal can make an encounter action, which is why I saved this last one, while adjacent to this token to read the following hidden text. I saved that last one. You did it. The Loa crystal has been placed back on the pedestal, and by the looks of things, the Loa have calmed down to. Remove all water Loa and earth Loa from the board. I didn't kill it. Okay. More to read, more to read. This does not count as defeating them. Now you can all get out of here. Place the blue exit token on any space on the west side of the starting zone. West side starting. North is there, west is there. Any side, huh? Any side? West, putting it right there. Okay. You step down from the altar, but a growl startles you, causing you to spin on your heels. Behind you, a Gavadon is displeased that you've trespassed on its territory. Spawn a Gavadon in the south corner of tile 45. Forty-five. That's his. The south corner. North, south corner. Okay. It howls, calling for the rest of its pack. Spawn another Gavadon on any unoccupied space on the north side of 35. Here. Okay. Or one more Gavadon. Whew. On this house calling. Spawn another Gavadon on an unoccupied space on the north side tile of 30. Enjoy that. That's it. it. So now we have to an adventurer with a loyal crystal places it on the altar. Then any adventurer finds and ends their turn on the blue exit. Time to go. So time to go. So we put the crystal on the altar. We're good. Okay. That thing never saw us because I cut across. Never saw me. But that one did as soon as I stepped on there. That one definitely did. What does that mean? You find the decomposing corpse of some ancient creature. Place the green loot token on the square this token occupies. If the green loot token has already been placed, place a random loot token instead. There. Who would throw loot in my face? Okay, so Lois, calm down. Switching out creatures like crazy. You have the Gavadon. Um, Earth, Gavadon are now in the fun. And Remy. Let's go hunting. The first time each turn the Gavadon is attacked dot. When the Galvadon successfully dodges an attack, it gains courage. First time turn the Galvadon can, it will counter with an attack of up to reach 2. Gonna hit with its tail. Their opponent adjacent. Nope. Their opponent within reach 2. Nope. Move the opponent reach 2. Yep. And devastate the crap out of it. Okay. Zeke. Galvadon. Remy might go down. Rook. Nightingale. Remy's. Well, she's gonna gate damage. Alright, so Zeke goes first. I feel like if I go here, there's gonna be a monster. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a tree nut. Gotta be a monster. Am I doing this? Enemy monster. But yet, 1, 3. Gonna be a monster that's there. It's attack. Jump out. It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna lose the game. And it's not gonna work. You find something entangled in the roots of the tree. Place a random loot token on the space this token occupies. You hear a crash and peek back. Is that a word? Hoping it isn't an earth loa. Instead, you're greeted with some cave sickles who have burst from the underground lair. Spawn 1 cave sickle on each special terrain space on 35. My damn greed. Damn. Ah. It gets better. 1, 2, 3. they're gonna go after. These are the times where I listen to things. So anyway, I see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Uh, 7. Go kill this goblin. See how you can dodge. See if you can dodge a wrench. Okay. That'll end. All right, cave sickles. Is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within range 4? No. Can you move and get an opponent within range? 1. Nope. Cannot. Y'all are doing nothing this round. Oop. Okay. Gavadon. Let's deal with number 1 first. Is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within reach 2? No. Can it move and attack an opponent within reach? Yes. Move to be at up to reach 2 of the nearest opponent. Then make an attack within reach 2. Dodge. No, I'm not. Why? So it's going to roll these 2 dice. Roll a 3 and a 3. Miss. Then move to be up to range 2 from the farthest opponent within movement range. So you already moved 2. Move there. 2. 4. Still Remy. 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. So from the furthest opponent. Move to be up to reach 2 from the farthest opponent within movement range. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the only way you could do it. But you attacked Remy. He did dodge. She's going to counter. Before you do any of that, she's going to counter. And you get the first time each turn the Gavadon's attacked, you get to dodge. You got a bunch of books, so nothing adds to that. I rolled a 6 and a 4. You have a 10 shield, but when making an attack roll, if you have a standard weapon, you can reroll one of your combat dice. This is a break attack. There we go. So my counter hits you for 11 on your 10, which is 1. Dodge failed you. And then you're going to counter me. No, you can't. Counters don't do counters. It's when I attack. This is a counter. So that's 1. Then heals will do 2, 3. So 3 damage. He'll counter when I hit you. But now you're going to do your 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Nothing you can do. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And then you're going to make an attack within reach 2 of Rook. Oh, Rook is going to use that. No way. Yeah, no. When you are dealt damage from an attack, ignore all physical damage. So that would have been 15. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That would have been 12 damage. He would have died. Does a successful counter interrupt the monster's action? That would be great if it did. Let's find out. Let's find out together. That would give me a shield back. Counter 50. 50. Counter. If a figure attacks a target and the target misses or deals no final damage, the target may use the counter ability during the check. If the target counters, if the target counters step of the attack, see the attack action. Adventurers and command combatants may use the counter ability for 2 SP. However, if they successfully dodge the attack being countered, they may reduce the cost of the counter by 1 SP. So I didn't have to, I just used my ability. Some items and disciplines allow you to counter. In cases where there is an SP cost on a counter tag, this blah blah blah. To counter, the target being attacked must have line of sight and be within range of the figure making the attack action. If the initial figure that made the attack action is blocked by a different blah blah blah, let's see, I want to hear when it hits. That figure may be chosen at the target. If these requirements are met, the counter attack immediately. So it says, if the initial figure that made the attack action is blocked by a different opposing figure, that figure may be chosen as the target of the counterattack. If these requirements are met, the current attack immediately ends, and the target being attacked may make an attack action targeting the attacker. It did. It is possible for some to come back and for some back and forth to occur when a figure makes a counter during the check if the target's counter step of another figure's counter. So we can counter each other, but I hit, so you can't counter. In these cases, after resolving all attacks granted by the counter ability, the figure whose turn it was when the initial action was made would resume their turn. So there you go. It doesn't interrupt the monster action. Choosing to counter or using an ability that gives you a counter will interrupt. Wait, important. This is, okay, so it says, in these cases, after resolving all attacks granted by the counter ability, the figures whose turn it was when the initial action was made, which was the Gavadon, would resume their turn. Right below that, it says, choosing to counter or using an ability that gives you a counter will interrupt and cancel any other action or ability that is currently occurring other than the ability that gave you the counter, meaning that the attacker who was counter never reaches the follow-up ability step of the attack. There are no follow-up. Okay, so basically, this says that they will continue their turn. So, weird wording here, weird wording. It says, it is possible for some back and forth to occur when a figure makes a counter during the check if the target counter step of another figure's counter. In these cases, after resolving all attacks granted by counter ability, the figure whose turn it was, oh, I see. So we can back and forth counter, and then at the end, the person keeps going. However, this other thing, important, choosing to counter or using an ability that gives you a counter will interrupt and cancel any other action or ability that is currently occurring other than the ability that gave you the counter. So moving, all this other stuff. meaning that the attacker who was countered never reaches the use follow-up ability step of the attack. Example, Rook is attacked by an adjacent cave cycle. The cave cycle rolls a 10, which hits Rook for 1 physical damage. However, Rook's shields gives him +1 armor, reduces damage to 0. Since Rook was dealt no damage from the attack, Rook can exhaust his shield to counter the attack. Well, I know that. That's very strange wording. That's very strange word. Right next to each other, one says, in these cases, after resolving all actions granted by the counter ability, the figure whose turn it was when the initial action was made would resume their turn. But right after that, if you counter them, the figure never reaches the use follow-up ability step of the attack. Follow-up. It makes they countermanded each other right there, or it just wasn't explained properly. Follow-up. 32, 43, and 51. 1. Okay, so there is choose the target, determine the force, build the pool, roll the dice. Each target makes a check if they need to. That's casting a spell. 43, I think. Here it is. So choose a target, build the pool, empower if you're going to do, dodge if you're going to do, roll the attack, determine damage, missed attack ends, and skips the follow-up step. Okay. Wow, that is confusing. All it says is they don't get the follow-up. So if they had a follow-up, it wouldn't happen. This attack is not a follow-up, it's a then. It's a if-then. So it still happens. That was confusing. So he's gonna use that to no physical damage. Okay. Gonna come in here and play with the fruit. So you could first, right. Alright. Then the other Gavadon. Is there an opponent? Can you move and attack opponent within reach 2? Nope, so you're just gonna not do anything. Rook's turn. Well, Rook is in its area of effect, so it can attack Rook. Let's hit him for 4. Do that. Cast spell, conviction dice. Or my casting is 5, so that is 11. You rolled a 9. So I hit you with the spell that hits you for magic damage equals 2 times your total armor value. So my armor is 2, so 4 damage. So 2, 7 damage. I'm gonna do it again. For 6, that's 12. You roll a 12. Awesome. Oh, freaking stuff. Okay. Okay. Nightingale's turn. Going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't want to touch that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not touching that red thing. Then it is 8 away, so she is going to shoot. Shoot. 7 and 5. That is 13? 12. 12. 7 and 6 would be 13. 12. That's 12. When you're 10 shield, you're gonna. Oh, you would attempt to dodge. Nope, your turn's over. You've already done that. It only says the first time each turn. So, that would be 12, 2, plus 2 shields, 3, 4, plus star, 5. 5 damage coming to you. That puts you at 12 total. You're dead. I found a BGG thread that agrees with your interpretation. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Matt, thanks for looking that up. All right. What do you get for killing it? Yep. 7 gold. 7 gold. Going to you because star first. Okay. Put Gavadon down. And that's going to end her turn. Remy. Oh. Remy's going to spend 2 to start getting out of dodge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where she'll. I want to touch that red thing so bad, but I know it's going to be bad for me. Alright, so that'll end her turn. Around 6. Yep. It's fine, touch it. Ooh. Trust is I need to get over there because those things aren't activating at all, which means I'm gonna get my first urgency token if they go first. So it's time to move it. It's Remy. Brooke goes first. I can heal her. Yeah. Yep, I'm getting my first urgency token. I told you. I shuffle these. They're not going to do anything because they can't move in range to get in range 4 to attack me for diddly squat. And the Gavadon can't do anything either, so I'm going to get my first 5. I lose the scenario. So there is 1. Okay, so you can't do anything, you can't do anything. Rook is going to spend. He's going to start moving. He's going to give. He's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, nope. Thing's blocking me. I'm going to regret this. I'm going to regret this. Going to regret this. Zeke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remy. Now that's 1. 2 to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. Oh, no, it's not enough. Not enough. Keep that one. I'll end her turn. Nightingale. 1, 2. Oh, why am I listening to you, Matt? Why am I listening to you? You're gonna get me killed. Curiosity. Red objective. I'm going to die. Okay, so you you quickly glance over the edge of the cliff. About 20 feet down, you see a small outcropping with something shiny embedded in the side of the cliff wall. While on this token, an adventurer may try and retrieve this objective by spending 1 SP to make an agility plus strength 15 check. This also counts as their move action. If they fail, they are defeated. An adventurer with flight may pass the check automatically. If you pass the check, read the section below. Okay. Not reading the site, so Remy could go get it and do the check. Alright, so that was her move 1, 2. She'd have to spend 1 to do it. So, okay. Okay. That's that. Okay. Let me see what I need to do. All right. This is gonna, because we're down here, I'm gonna get another urgency token. So, Nightingale. So Remy's gonna do it to just pass the check. Otherwise, it'll be. So if she's here, her next turn would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And her could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And her next turn, 1, 2, 4, 5, 1. I'll be 1 away from losing, but we could do it. I'll be 1 away from losing. So. You're out. That actually might be enough for red. Sphere of influence, right? So, yep. Red can hit Rook. Rook just needs to stay still. Red can hit Rook now. Where Rook moved, it can get to him. So this won't be an attack lost turn because Rook's gonna take this hit. The other ones won't be able to get, but red. Illinois still a winner. Rook goes first. Case Sickles, Gavadon, Remy, Nightingale, and I can't end my turn there. So Rook goes first. You gotta pull him, buddy. You gotta pull him. 1, 2, 4. She's in your sphere of influence. You're gonna give her courage. Nightingale. Yep. Okay. Yep. Can't move. I don't want to get a token. And we'll kill that cave sickle. So take the hit. Prep for it. Feel it come in. Alright, cave sickles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, which does put you in the sphere of influence. For it to attack. So move to be up to range 4 from the nearest. And range 4. 1. Oh, range is angle 2. Yep, that hits. That will hit 4. So make a range attack 4 of 2 white. I got the best possible damage I can ever get. Oh, I forgot to dodge! I forgot to dodge. 13 on 10 leaves 3. I reduce it by 2, so leaves 1. And you get her just shield. Then you get 4 more, 5 damage. Forgot to dodge. Dang it. That ends your turn. You're not can't do it. You can't do it. So that ends your turn. Galvadon can't do anything either. Remy's turn. She can't do anything while Nightingale is blocking the way. So he is just going to pick her nose. Can't any Nightingale. 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 4. Yep. So, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Yeah, that's legal. 1, 2, 7. Shoot, shoot. 7 and 4. Plus, I'm encouraged, so I get a star, a shield, and a book. So, 7 and 4. And your blocking is your defense is 8. This is an 11, so 3 plus my star 4 plus my star 5 plus my 2 shields 6, 7 plus that shield and that shield 9. You're dead. Oh no, you're a swarm. And you successfully attacked, which would give you an SP, but you already maxed out. Not get him killed, shall we? Might start picking them off. That'll end Nightingale's turn. Zeke's turn. Go have some fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. That's all he'll do. Let's have some fun with them. That'll end his turn. They did get to go this round, so therefore no token. We're going to max out. You're maxed out. You're going to max out. Okay. Round 7. You were worried. Well, if I kill them, I can go get that green chest. That's what I can do. Oh, why am I doing this? I'm a bad person. I shouldn't be doing it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to shuffle these up so they don't go first again. Okay. Remy. Nightingale. Better. Cave Sickle. Zeke. Galvadon. Then Rook. Okay. Remy's going first. And she's going to... Wait. As if they have flight? Or do they have to be flying? An adventure with flight, they pass the check. Okay. By doing what? They pass the check automatically. Okay, so I will fly just to make sure there's no shenanigans. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then spend an SP to interact. I have flight. I am flying. So, you're able to pull a small object free from the cliffside, draw a random relic, then discard the red objective token. Random relic. It didn't say mundane, right? Just a random relic? It didn't say grab a random mundane relic. The loot level is mundane. I guess that's part of. No. You're able to pull a small object free from the cliffside, draw a random relic, then discard the red objective token. Is it a random relic or is it a random mundane relic? It wasn't very specific. It wasn't very specific. This is one of those things again. Let me go back and look at a previous thing that we did to see if it said mundane when it said to get the other thing. Yeah, this one said grab one random mundane relic. This just says grab one random relic. Yep. Draw a random relic. I just read it. Because it's very explicit when it says mundane or not. So these are all the relics. I will take out the special ones. Good word. Just have all the relics that are here and shuffle. No, it said I looked back in a previous one, and the previous one said grab one random. Is there an errata? This is too good to be true. Too good. Errata. Middara errata notes 1.1. Grip discipline, Abraxas, Xanathos, major, minor. Alright, this is support for what's the one called? Called Loa Altar. Nope, there is no errata on it. Spoilers, critical, chapter 4, chapter 5, chapter 3. The bounty pack, here's an update for that. Update for that, hidden cards. There's no, I'm gonna treat it as such. Grabbing a random relic. Will be treated as such. As I look back at the previous one I did, it said grab one mundane relic. This one just says grab one random relic. So. Say what I say. Say what I say. If I get something mundane just from like this bad draw, I'm gonna be furious. Ooh-wee. Scared. Just have to keep shuffling. Scared. Like. You did risk your life. Wand of the Depths. It's a common relic. Double wand. Yep, so it can be a weapon. That passive casting upgrades to orange. One-handed range. Combo with another one. Place a water terrain token on a space within SOI. When determining the force of a spell against a target in water, add +1 to the roll. And then we've got Spellcraft. Per encounter, when determining the force of the spell against the target in the water, gain plus. It's kind of thematic. So Remy gets that. Probably gonna sell that, but Remy gets that. Of all the things to draw. Okay, then get rid of this. And that is per turn because it says that's your movement as well. Okay. Nightingale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Ooh. They'll be able to attack this round. X. But I just have to do it. She goes down, she goes down. Gotta do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4. Right there. And then that's 1. And then she's gonna spend 2 to shoot. 7. Unfortunate. Well, I missed, so discard that. Discard that token. I miss, and that's her. Okay, Sickle's turn. Why not? Can't dodge. Yes, she can. She can dodge and counterattack. So it just needs to get within range 4 for 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4, 6. Right. Oh, it needs to be purple first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Purple one's going to attack, but she is going to dodge that. She'll add +2 to her dodge score. Rolls a 12. She is 9, 10, 11, 12. It meets it. So it hits her for 1, 2, 3, 4. When rolling dodge, if you don't roll a spell, add +1 to the result. I made it. Oh, her occult shirt saved my life. The bottom ability. When making a dodge, if you don't roll a skull, add a +1 to your result, which puts me at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on a 12. Miss. That misses. That miss also says when I dodged, if you're successful, counterattack. 6, 7, 8. Trash. Oh, wait, nope, it's not trash. I hit them for an 8. So it's 8 plus 2. So 2 damage going to you, Mr. Purple. Move book. 2 damage going to Purple. Okay. Then this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You gotta come here. Okay. Then you're gonna try to hit 6, 4, 10. I'm at a 10, but it hits me for 3. Take 3 damage. And it's their turn. Turn. I put him here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Do that. 4, 5, 6. Then Zeke and I are gonna have some fun. Did I onslaught him just because? Wasteful. Attack twice. 3 times. Now, I'm not gonna on. I'm just gonna attack. It'd been fun to see the ability. 7, 8, 9, which hits. I get a star, a shield, and look for doing that. So 7, 8, 9, 8, 1, 2 shields, 2, 3, star, 4. 4 damage on orange. Then going to attack it again. 6, 3, 9. When making attack roll, gain it, so I get it every time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Kill you. Oh, you should have been rolling not 2. It was just 3. Okay, same damage. I rolled 2 whites when I should have been rolling a white and an orange, so I just re-rolled that to see if it was higher, and if it was higher, I'd just add the damage to it, but it wasn't. Alright, so that kills you. Then he's going to throw a throwing knife at you. You're dead. For 2 more damage, taking you to 4. That'll be all. That'll be all. Alright. Then Zeke's turn. Galvadon's turn. Okay, let's see if you can do anything. Is their opponent adjacent? No. Is their opponent within reach? 2. No. Can you move and get an opponent within reach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nope. 1, 2, 3. Nope. You cannot. Alright, so that is your turn. Rook's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. He's in range of her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, he already did to her and then lost. He already did a turn, lost. 1, 2, 4, 5. Yeah. There's gonna be 2 to get out. Going for the chest. I'm going for it. Alright, that ends his turn. We all up. Get 3. 3. I'm gonna send Remy that way just in case things go awry, but we're gonna try to take out the Galvadon. And do this. Round 8. Might as well. We're committed to this. Might as well. See what happens. Nightingale. Zeke. Case Remy. Galvadon. Nightingale's first. Three. Gonna shoot it. Oh, these things with unexhaust. I forgot to do that. Unexhaust. Unexhaust. 7 and 5. So that is 12 on 8. 4. More than enough to kill you. 2 shields, 5, 6, plus 1, 7. We're dead. Get to draw from the loot table because they are all. Zeke is gonna make that thing come fight him. Ah. Rook is definitely going for that chest. Murder killed him. Alright, we got 8 gold. 8 gold. Alright. Her turn. Zeke's turn. Let's pull this creature out some. Give it a chance to do a thing. So he's gonna 1, 2, 3. Will be enough. Pull it back. He'll just put you. Nope. That's gonna end his turn. He's just gonna hang out. Not gonna do a thing about it. Pull his thumbs. Cave sickles are dead. Remy's turn. And for her to hot foot, she's gonna fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ready to jump if things go crazy. Gavadon's turn. Gavadon is there an opponent adjacent? Nope. Is there an opponent within range 2? Nope. But can you get there and do some work? Yes. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which puts you in range 2. It will then make an attack within reach 2. I'm going to try to dodge that attack. I'm going to add 1 to my roll. So then it's going to attack 2. 7, 4, which is 11. I have 9, 10, plus 1, 11. So you do hit. But for 3 damage, I reduce physical damage. Reduce physical damage dealt to you by 2. Oh, I didn't use the reroll. So reduce physical damage dealt to you by 2, so it'd be 3, so it'd be 2 damage. Then move up to reach for the furthest opponent within range. You've already used all your movement. You're going to attack him again. I'm going to dodge again. Do to it. Oof. Almost max damage. Okay. What happens? So what are we dealing with? This is 15. 15 on 9, 10, 11, 12. 3. 3, and then plus 1 for each one of those shields. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 7. And then plus 1. It's armor piercing. He doesn't have any armor. Then 2 more damage. 8, 9. 9 damage. Minus 2. Oh, it's armor piercing 1. Minus 1. Well, it just reduces. It's not armor based. So minus 2. So 7 damage. So he is down to 7 health. don't love the new fearless Canje. He's hurting. He's hurting. Okay, that ends the Gavadon's turn. He did get to attack. Rook's turn. She's within a sphere of influence, so he's going to give her courage. And he's going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2. And then spend 1 to get the green treasure chest. Let's see what's in there. Let's see what's in there. Green loot. You find a pile of treasure. Gain 1 random. What? You find a pile of treasure. Gain 1 random animate monster loot. Then remove this token from the game. Loot? What are you talking about? Animate monster drop. What do they drop? Relics? What do they drop? Animate monster loot. Little weapon? And common. Don't know what animate monster drop. Common. Rare. The unique. Very unique. Like that a lot. There's a Gavadon weapon. Murkhound weapon. So it's not a weapon. I don't know what the heck that means. I'll look that up. It's gotta be a relic. Gotta be a relic. Order too. But alright, let's figure out monster loot. Drive me crazy. Monster loot 5. 55. Okay. So monster loot. Monster loot is a special type of combatant loot card. If an adventurer ever draws the monster loot card, they draw a monster loot item card with the same name as the opponent they defeated. Some combatants have multiple monster loot cards. For example, the cave sickles have a bunch. In these cases, shuffle them and pull one. Tells nothing. So I have to find out what type of loot that thing dropped. And not armor, it's not a relic, it's not a weapon. Yep, it's a consumable. There it is. I need to make a list of this so people don't have to suffer like this. So I got this. An animate shard, its material passive. During the shop and train phase, if you choose to sell this item, gain an additional 25 gold. And rook. Okay. Cool. So that's that. Okay. In the rook's turn. Animate got to act. That's serious damage to my boy there. Let's stop because I can't kill it. Time to go, go, go. First time in the Gavadon can or with reach. Nightingale, Rook, Gavadon, Remy. Okay, lots of dice rolling coming up. So Nightingale's first. She is going to attack because it is in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is going to dodge because this is the first thing of the round. So it rolled books. It doesn't dodge jack. Okay. So here we go. Roll a 7 and a 3. 10, which is your defense. It does hit you. I get my star, my shield, and my book. So 7 and 3 is a 10, plus 2 shields is 2, plus 1 star is 1, plus another star is 2. And then with 2 books, that book and that book, I get to move 1. I'm going to move. No, stay where I am. Not going to move, but I hit you for 4. Take 4 to the face. And gonna enter. No, it's not. No, it's not. He is within her sphere of influence. She's gonna heal him for 3. An ally within gets 3, and 1 heal him for 3, putting him at 4, and he gets an SP for his trouble. Then that ends her turn. Rook's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6. Then he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then he is going to 1, and he's going to cast a spell. Dodge that word. Spell cast. That's a 9. We're going to roll 11. Block that. I'm going to do it again. A 12. 9. You missed. Take 4 more damage, going up to 8. 8. That and nope. We're going to choose box on your friend. Heal him for 3. 1, 2, 3. The whole time Zeke is just grinning. Galvadon's turn. Didn't dodge your attack. You didn't make that dodge. First time it will counter, but you can't counter. Is there an opponent adjacent? No. Is there an opponent within reach 2? Yes. So it's going to make an attack. I'm going to try to dodge that. Oh, 4. That's beautiful. Okay. Rolled a 10. Mine is 9, 10, plus 4, 14. Miss. Straight up miss. So you don't get the follow-up. That's that. Then it's your turn to attack this round. Remy. Remy's gonna chill out. This is getting too good. I want this Galvadon. +1 for not moving. Oh, that's right. +1 for not moving. So it would be 3. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, no. There's no run here. So it got to attack. It did not do anything. Remy's turn. Remy's gonna chill out. Zeke's turn. He's tired of this foolishness. He's gonna move 1. It's gonna trigger a break attack, which is a 3 and a 4. Miss. But he gets where he needs to because he's gonna spend all 3 of these to do onslaught on this creature. You already done your dodge for the arrow and you missed. So he's going to onslaught. He's going to attack. rolled a 7 and a 4, which is 11. Yours is 10, so that's 1. The star, 2. The other star, 3. 2 shields, 4, 5. The extra shield, 6, 7. That's 7 damage to you. So that 7, 6 goes to 4. No, I'm not done. I'm not done with you. He's gonna attack, then he got a follow-up. Attack again. The same thing. The same amount of damage. I'm not done. I'm pissed. So this goes to 5. And then he has another follow-up attack, which is 5, 6, 7. He's going to re-roll that die for even more damage. I'm not done. This is for even more damage. So that's 12 on 10, 2, plus 2 shields, 3, 4, plus shield and shield, 5, 6, plus star, 7, 8. 8 damage. 6, 7, 8. Trying to kill my zeke. Crazy. Let's shuffle this up and get my reward. Dare you. How dare you? Wait, did I get my reward for killing the other Gavadon? I didn't. I didn't get my reward for killing the other Gavadon. Or did? Oh, I got monster loot. That's what it was. I got monster. So I did get my other reward. No, that was for the web creature. I didn't get my reward for killing the Gavadon. The first one that was over here. Because I'm only seeing 2, and I've killed a Gavadon, and some cave sickle. I have 3 cards. So I should have had the 6 for killing. 7 was for the first Gavadon. I didn't pull for killing the cave sickle, which. And now Zeke is going to get his for killing the other Gavadon, which should be 4 in them. Yeah, because it was 1, got the web feet, got over here, 2, killed the Gavadon, 3, oh, nope, that's right. 3 killed the cave sickle, 4 killed the other Gavadon. Okay, no, I'm right. I'll give myself. Alright, 6 gold. One Zeke. Playing around with me. Ain't got no time for this. Gavadon got to go, so I don't deal with any of that. And then we re-up and let's walk the heck out of here. Because we've done everything we're supposed to. And we're gonna walk home. I don't care who goes first. It's Remy's turn. No. So, they're not gonna move. Let's just kind of get this over with. They're not gonna move. Not gonna move. Remy's turn. She will have 2, so she'll do 2 to fly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we. Alright, so what happens? Reward! The adventurer with the lower crystal places on the altar, then any adventurer finds and ends their turn on the blue exit. Each party member gains 1 XP, restore. Okay. 1. And we restore. Then it says low problem solved, page 52. Alright. Foretelling it. Gonna be foretold. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm just excited Zeke got to turn something to pace. Lower problem solved. Low problem solved. Here it is. 1 minute. Just 1 minute. So let's do it.
Loa problems solved. They found Thurl near the same corner he'd been on before, resting against a building and reading the city paper. He looked up at their approach, hastily getting to his feet. "You're back!" He bowed respectfully to Zeke and Nightingale. "How'd it go?" Not that he would have to look very closely to see they were in high spirits. "We nailed it, obviously," Nightingale grinned. "I don't think there'll be any more Loa attacks. You can rest easy." Rook explained their experience in detail, recounting the Loa they had spared. Thurl counted out gold for each one and proffered the resulting handful towards Nightingale. "Thank you so much, Princess." He looked up towards Zeke. "You don't know how much it means to me that nobody else will suffer because of my mistake." He tucked the rest of his gold away. "You can bet I'll spread the word. Even the newest member of the Arson and Zhang families care about the people of Alinea." He wandered off, practically shouting as he went. Remy nudged Nightingale on the side with one of her wings. "Just don't let it go to your head, right?" Night's smile never wavered. "Well, we killed it out there."
All right. We killed it out there. So the party gains 50 gold. Reduce the amount of gold by 10 for each water Loa or earth Loa you defeated. We didn't defeat any, so we were good. So we get 50 gold on top from the 43. Plus the amount of gold that was added up all came to 71 gold total. So we got 71 gold total. And then it says return to page 47. Story around the city of Athenia. 47. We can only do one. It says, as a group, choose one of the following and proceed. So we only choose one. That was the side mission. So that was the side mission that we got to go through. And next time we play, we'll be going back to the main quest, back to the altars, and I'll be buying stuff for everybody. So, hey, we did it. We did it. You got to see Zeke at his best. The brakes off of that thing. Alright, so, cool. So we did it. We did great. We finished it off. Everybody got 1 XP. Wish they would have got a little bit more, but they got 1 XP. And we're back in the city, and we're gonna buy stuff and then head back to the main quest and keep doing the fun stuff. So that's where we are. All right, let's go up and talk. Okay, so that was Middara, the side quest of Loa problems, and we're good. Let's see, is there? Yeah, there's no flags to check. There's nothing to check to say that we got it done. It's just it's done. So we're good. Okay, so I will be. This is my last stream for the week. I'll be back next week with more Middara, and we'll go back into the vault and continue the main story and have some fun. Other than that, that's pretty much what I got wrapped up. Everybody enjoy their weekend, as I will be going on a trip, so I won't be seeing any of you. So I won't be online or looking at anything. I'll be enjoying some time off, and that'll be good. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you my patrons. Thank you my YouTube subscribers. And yeah, if you see I did anything wrong, put it in the comments. Let me know. I hope you're having fun. I'm enjoying the game still. I was a little bummed at the beginning, and I'm allowed to be a little sourpuss if things aren't rolling my way. That's just what happens. But we got over it. We did pretty well. All right. Thanks, everybody. Insert comment here. Have a good weekend. See ya. Bye.